Key Video Productions.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the program. I'm Russ Salvatore, and with me is my beautiful co-host, Jan Farrington.
Oh, thanks, Russ, and good morning to you. Today, we are on a quest to unveil some of the best restaurant treasures in Western New York with our production team from Key Video. They're going to be traveling to West Seneca and Williamsville.
Well, Jan, what could I say? The show has been doing so well. I can't express how many people tell me when they come into the restaurant, I love your show, I love your show. We are so fortunate. We got a great filming team, and the chefs, Orazio, he's starting to get more famous than I am, and that's starting to bother me, you know. And then you have our chefs, Marco, you have Art Christie. We put a pretty good package together, I think, here.
I think we sure have, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I go out in the community, I hear the same things, and I just love going out and enjoying these different restaurants in Western New York. What better way to spend an evening or an afternoon or even having breakfast?
And you know, the recipes that these people are telling me they're trying them at home, and we can't get too good because we want you to support our local restaurants. Get out there and eat in a local restaurant, start learning how to cook. We're going to be in trouble out there. You get out in our restaurants, okay, Jen?
That's right. They make it look really easy to do it at home. Yeah, you're right. You got a point there. And you know, I love the kitchen invasions. Those, I think, are so much fun, going into people's home, and there's always kind of a little story about them.
Yeah, very interesting.
And it just shows the quality of life in our area, I think. But right now, we are going to head to Artisan Kitchens and Baths to see what Chef Art Christie has cooking for us.
I'm here today with my top banquet chef, Mike Hammond. We were actually get him to come out today to show us how to make one of our most popular dishes. It's a lobster mac and cheddar cheese.
First, we're going to start with our little butter. We're going to reduce that down so we can saute the garlic and onions.
All right, put a little in here. We'll get our roux.
We'll get
our roux going. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're going to cook our vegetables in there, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Here I got a little chopped shallots. We're going to take all this, Chef?
Nah.
Half.
About. That's good right there.
Okay. And also we have some white onion. And then we got some fresh garlic. I just add that up, get the flavors mixing in there. All right.
That sounds good. So we'll let those flavors get nice and happy.
Get nice and happy.
Okay. We got our butter nice and melted. Now we want to make our roux, which is going to be our thickening agent. And to that, we make sure that we always have hot liquid going into hot roux. If you don't do that, you'll end up with lumps. So we're going to take and add our flour. Equal parts flour, equal parts butter. That'll make the roux. Okay. And we're just going to stir this around so we get all of the flour dissolved in the butter. We want to cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes. If you overcook it, as you know, it'll break. And if you undercook it, it have a tendency to get pasty. You always want to make sure we get that right. Let's add our hot milk right to our mixture here. Okay. Now we're going to whisk it as we go. See? Hot milk or hot liquid to the hot roux. Pour the whole thing in there. That'll be perfect. This is also more commonly known as a bechamel sauce, which is one of the fundamental mother sauces, as they say, to make other sauces from it. Okay. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of nutmeg. I got about a half a teaspoon in there. We'll stir that in. Okay, Mike, we'll add our vegetables to this.
Yep.
Does that work for you?
Yes, that works.
Okay. We'll dump this right in here. Okay. Okay, now, Mike, it's ready to add our cheeses. Now, I did cook a shredded 4-year white cheddar. This stuff is
aged for 4 years.
Awesome.
Got it. Yes.
Love it.
Very good.
Just going to dump about a half a pound or so in there. And what we want that to do is just go in and dissolve. Okay. Now we want to add our Gruyere. We're going to add about 12 ounces of that to our recipe. And you can see how quickly the cheese melts. This is good.
It'll thicken up fast, yeah.
Okay. And now the fun part. What I did was I took some Maine lobsters. We're going to add this and fold it right into our cheese sauce mixture. And that's about 1.5 pounds of net lobster meat.
Okay.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
See that? And the reason I like to use the shell pasta because all the cheese and all the gooey stuff and pieces of lobster actually get inside, the shell, and it looks really cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add it to a ramekin shell. We're going to bake it with a little breadcrumbs on the top, 375 degrees for about 15 minutes, and we're ready to go. Oh my God, that is fantastic.
That turned out phenomenal. This is one of the many dishes we offer at Frontier Catering.
So give us a call. We'll be happy to prepare this and many other custom designed dishes just for you. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD, and by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Be my guest. Let us do the rest. Hey Jackson, Alexander, where are your parents going for dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course.
Be my guest and let me do the rest.
With Frontier Catering, it's easy to show your good taste. Chef Art Christie uses time-tested techniques and authentic family recipes to create a custom menu that showcases your personal style and your venue. And with Frontier Catering, your food is prepared fresh, on-site. For corporate events, unforgettable weddings, and other signature celebrations, it has to be Frontier Catering.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria.
What is Sauvignon Blanc? Well, it's probably one of the most versatile white grapes out in the world. And when I mean versatile, I mean you could actually pair it with any dish out there, and you could also cook with it. You most commonly will find it in California, which is a fantastic area for Sauvignon Blanc. But an area you might not know about is Sancerre, which is a region in France. Now, one of the newest places in the world is New Zealand. The Marlborough region is where you're going to find most of the grapes grown. Now, Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand will have really citrus notes, which is fantastic for most dishes. There's another region in France, Pouilly-Fumé, which grows Sauvignon Blanc. Now, about 25 years ago, nobody really knew too much about California wine, and so the California winemakers wanted to ride the coattails of the French winemakers, so they put Fumé Blanc on the label. So if you see Fumé Blanc in the shelves of your local store, don't be afraid, it's still Sauvignon Blanc. I'm Jeff Siren, and I am mad about wine.
I'm Jeff Cook, Executive Chef at Osteria 166. Come dine with me, Western New York.
We're with Altons today and talking about doing it right. We're going to make some beautiful scallops with a beurre blanc sauce. With me is Fody. He's going to get started. This is an awesome dish. This is just freshness right from the sea.
That's right. All right, first thing we're going to do is make our beurre blanc base. Our beurre blanc sauce is just a white wine and lemon butter sauce. And we're going to start with a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan.
And what kind of oil are you using? Just an olive oil or just a vegetable
I like to use
oil?
canola oil. It's just to sweat the shallots out.
Okay.
We're going to add 1 bay leaf in there as well.
And it's okay if everything is coarse because you told me you're going to strain out the sauce
Yep,
afterwards.
at the end we're
going
going to, of course, we just want to get the flavor infused into the cream and the butter.
Okay.
So about 1 teaspoon of cracked black pepper.
And the cracked black pepper really brings out a lot of the spice. You can taste it. Really
That's right.
Strong.
So you want to sweat these for about a minute before adding the cream. Just kind of get that flavor out of the shallots. To that, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of white wine. We want to let that reduce. And the juice of half a lemon.
It's extremely aromatic already. You can really smell that coming through.
Yep.
Okay.
So let that go on high heat for about 1 minute, reduce it by half, and we're going to add our cream and let that reduce. That's a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And we're going to lower the heat to a simmer.
Okay. Now, is this on the menu at Alton's?
They're on our specials menu. We like to feature some more upscale dishes on our specials. It's a way we kind of incorporate some nicer dishes.
Nice. So while the beurre blanc is reducing, why don't we get our scallops started?
All right, we're going to start off this. You want to get your pan nice and hot. While that's getting hot, we're going to go over to our scallops. I like to dry the scallops off on a paper towel before putting them in there. It kind of creates a nice sear on the scallop.
Plus, it'll also keep it from popping, because if you put something that's wet into a hot oil, it's going to explode, and the scallops are going to be full of water.
That's correct. So now we're going to season these with salt and pepper on both sides.
Now, I notice you're using a coarse ground pepper and a coarse ground salt, and that's going to create the crust that's going to form over the top of the scallop, right?
That's right. Give it a little bit of a crunch. When our pan is hot, we're going to add 1 ounce of vegetable oil.
You just want to coat the bottom of the pan, especially if you're using a Teflon pan, which is what you want to use when you're using seafood, because the Teflon will actually keep it from sticking as well.
Now that our pan is nice and hot, we're going to start to add our scallops. And you want to hear that sizzle in the pan.
Now, what size scallops are these?
These are U10 scallops.
U10s. They're pretty, like 2.5 ounces a piece?
That's correct.
Nice size. Beautiful.
Now, the key to this is not to touch them. Put them in the pan and let them sear. Don't move them around. You get a nice crust in them. When they're done, we'll flip them over and let them finish in the pan.
Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. The brown crust on there. It's caramelized. So beautiful.
And that's what you're looking to see, a nice golden brown crust. Okay, now that our sauce has been reducing for about 5 minutes, we're going to strain it out into a pan here. Now this is just the base for our sauce. To this we're going to add 1 knob of butter.
What? 1 knob of butter. That's a culinary term. Now 1 knob is equivalent to how much?
About 1 tablespoon.
That's awesome. I never heard 1 knob of butter. It's perfect.
Okay, we're going to slowly simmer this down. You don't want this too hot, otherwise your sauce will break. Kind of slowly incorporate the butter.
Now this is actually creaming out the cream.
Correct.
I love the presentation. You know, the scallops are so fresh. The rice, the seasonal vegetables. The taste is unbelievable. Your father's got to be over the top proud. You guys are doing an amazing job. Alton's does it right.
Come visit us at our 2 locations, at Transit in Seneca and Elma, and Walden and Union in Cheektowaga. Alton's, where it's all good. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Closed captioning provided by
CarStar Relax. We'll take it from here.
A crash, a rear ender, a side swipe, a fender bender.
No matter what you call it, every accident is a hassle.
That's why at Ventura's CarStar Collision, we'll provide you with support every step of the way.
You'll get our team of certified technicians who work with the industry's best equipment.
Plus, you'll get assistance with insurance claims, rental cars, and estimates.
We'll help you make the choices that are right for your family.
After all, we're a family too.
We have new information on the most wanted sandwiches in Western New York.
I'll make this brief. These sandwiches were last seen at Marco's Italian Deli. Be on the lookout for Nikki Whispers. Big, beefy, surprisingly sweet. Maria Gumati, a spicy little number. Everyone wants to get their hands on. And the Underboss, notorious and nearly impossible to knock off. If you see these sandwiches, do not, I repeat, do not apprehend them alone. They are extremely tasty. And no further questions at this time. Thank you.
2014 is the year to enhance your curb appeal with a new fence, deck, or railing from the Vinyl Outlet.
Your home doesn't deserve second best, so call the Vinyl Outlet.
The Vinyl Outlet provides custom fabrication of the highest quality vinyl products, installed by the finest craftsmen, committed to deliver the look you deserve. Beat the spring rush and take advantage of our low winter rates. The Vinyl Outlet. Trust in the best.
Let us transform your home.
Remodeling your kitchen is like putting together a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. You know what you want it to look like when it's finished, but getting there isn't easy. Using the professionals at Artisan Kitchens and Baths can ensure every piece of the puzzle comes together to match your vision and dreams to perfection. Begin with the Artisan Kitchens and Baths design team. Bring your vision to our showroom, from your own imagination, from a magazine, from your neighbor, and we'll assist you from that point forward. Step by step, we help guide you until you have the kitchen of your dreams. Cabinetry, countertops, appliances, even audio and video systems. If you want it, we can accommodate it. Cabinets are more than wooden boxes with doors. Our professionals will explain the differences, discuss your budget, and make recommendations. We carry several brands, from fully customizable to stock, all in a wide variety of woods, stains, and colors. Something to match your style, taste, and budget. Choosing the right countertop is a combination of taste, cooking style, and lifestyle. With materials ranging from quartz, granite, marble, and other natural stones, to wood, stainless steel, and corian, the experts at Artisan can help you choose the best fit for you. Appliances? We are part of Appliance Associates, one of Buffalo's oldest and most respected appliance distribution companies, with over 30 brands at our fingertips. We have the refrigeration, oven, stove, ventilation, even built-in coffee maker to satisfy every taste and budget. We invite you to visit our live interactive showroom on Amherst Street to look around, or make an appointment with one of our designers to guarantee time to discuss your personal project. Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products.
What do you think about Artisan Kitchen and Baths? Don't they do a beautiful job?
They certainly do. I love our studio kitchens that they have for us. They always look great. The food always turns out great.
Yeah, you know what? It's amazing. I got a small apartment upstairs, and the person I live with, I got to get a hold of these people. I mean, I'm bringing up dinners from the downstairs all the time, and she'd still like to do some cooking there. I got to get a hold of Kitchen and Baths and have them do a kitchen for me.
You know, I keep bugging my husband, Jim. We need Julie to come down. We need a kitchen invasion in our own kitchen.
I know it.
One of these days, we'll both get new kitchens. How about it? Hopefully, Julie's listening. But you know what? It's that time of the show. Time to invade another Western New York kitchen. And today, we're visiting the Lobster family. You're going to love this.
Well, I was born and raised in Buffalo. Been to a lot of different places, but I still feel like Buffalo is the best place to call home.
Although we have a smaller scale here, Buffalo is just a great place to live, raise the kids. There's plenty to do.
We do a lot of entertaining for our family and friends. Every holiday's here with the exception of Thanksgiving.
You know, we have a very functional home. It's a lived-in house. All the parties are in this house. This is really the place to be.
The old kitchen was actually a kitchen remodel, and it quickly became a non-functioning kitchen. So I told my husband that before we retire, we have to update our kitchen. We picked Artisan Kitchen and Bath because we had heard a lot of good things about that place.
They were great because, you know, we are hard to come to a decision. They did great for us.
Soccer is our life. We eat, breathe, and sleep soccer. Both my boys play travel soccer, and my husband's a coach.
I am a soccer dad. Soccer's been a passion in my life as long as I can remember. I coach the boys in their travel teams. I coach over at the high school.
I'd like to go on and play college soccer because my dad played and Canisius, and I don't know, I look up to him.
I like soccer because that's where I take my stress out from school and during the day.
There's 3 of them. They're crazy. And it presents a challenge because you want them to eat healthy, but at the same time, you don't have time to cook a really nice, hearty, meal every single night.
Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to our home.
I didn't choose the menu today. The guys chose the menu. They're soccer players. They're used to using their feet when they're out there performing. Today we taught them how to use their hands.
Well, we made 2 dishes. We made a traditional classic Caesar salad with homemade croutons, and we also made a marinara sauce to top over Marco's homemade gnocchis.
Marco, my boys love his Nicky Whisper sandwich.
I got the Nicky Whispers for the first time, and I really like that sandwich, and I've gotten it ever since. I've never even switched it up.
I like all the stuff in there. I like red peppers, I like onions.
We made a Nicky Whispers, which is one of our sandwiches at the Italian delis. Grilled ribeye with roasted red peppers and onions on some crunchy Italian bread with lettuce, tomato, melted provolone cheese. We all enjoyed it. It was great.
Okay, Denise, today we're going to do a classic Caesar salad. Now, do you know who Caesar Carnini was?
No.
He's the one that invented it in 1924. He was a restaurateur.
I know who Julius Caesar was.
That wasn't him. This was way after him. We started off by making homemade croutons. Just take some extra virgin olive oil, heat it in a pan. You add some cracked garlic, then you remove the garlic, add a little bit of butter, and then pour it over some cubes of bread. Put it in the oven, toast it about 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, Denise, now we're going to make the dressing. We got our croutons all done. 2 pieces of anchovies, a fresh egg, Dijon mustard. We're going to have a half of a fresh squeezed lemon, red wine vinegar. We had a little Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of salt and pepper, about a half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and then we infused a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then we cut up some romaine lettuce hearts, poured the dressing over the top of the hearts, added the homemade croutons, lightly tossed it, and we brought it to the table to enjoy. Okay, Denise, let's see if we made Caesar Carnini proud. Tell me what you think.
Okay, here we go. Delish.
Today we made ricotta gnocchi. We made a nice batch. The boys helped me out. They're Western New York's premier soccer players, so I'm going to keep you guys busy using your hands instead of your feet this time. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Make some ricotta gnocchi. We used 3 pounds of ricotta cheese, 3.5 pounds of flour, 3 eggs, about a half a cup of olive oil, a little salt, little garlic powder to give it that extra kick. Then we put it onto a cutting board and we knead it, cut it into strips, roll it out. I brought little gnocchi boards for you guys. So you're each going to take one of those. We're going to roll up the gnocchi like this. We're going to put it between our 2 fingers. We're going to pinch it, and we're just going to flick them off onto the counter like that. They rolled it out to put those flavor saver lines in there, so they took Art's marinara sauce over the top.
Okay, David, we're going to make a very, very simple marinara sauce to top on Marco's homemade gnocchis. Again, extra virgin olive oil in a skillet, very, very finely diced onions, and a little bit of chopped garlic. We added in some San Marzano tomatoes, salt, pepper. I added a little bit of sugar to take off the edge, a little bit of tomato paste to give it a little thickness, the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, fresh oregano, thyme, basil. So what do you think, Dave? Is it done or no?
I don't know, Art. To me, maybe 10 more minutes.
You think 10 more minutes will do it?
I think 10 more minutes.
Okay, you're the boss. If 10 more minutes is what you think, we'll 10 more minutes.
The sauce came out just perfect. The extra 10 minutes really made the difference.
And then topped it over the homemade gnocchis.
So based on all the flour everywhere, your faces, the apron, the kitchen, you guys did some hard work. What do you say we try it out? They look good.
It's delicious.
You know, it's good, but it seems like it's been overcooked by 10 minutes.
I know. Boys told me they're huge fans of Marco's Italian Deli. One of their favorite sandwiches, what's that? Nikki Whispers. We're gonna make it today. We got the ribeye sliced nice and thin. We're gonna throw it into a pan with some roasted red pepper, some onions, a little olive oil. Next up, the boys are gonna learn how to dress the roll. So mayonnaise on the bottom, oil on the top. These guys are gonna assemble the sandwich with some fresh lettuce shredded and some nice tomatoes. You know, they wanted to learn how to make that sandwich. I don't know if that was such a good idea. They might be making it now and not ordering from the deli on Maple. What do you say, guys? A little Nikki Whisper action? Can't whisper no more, can you? Get a mouthful of this one. Nice job, guys.
Meal today was outstanding. Best part of the meal was I did not have to cook it for once.
I think it was just great spending the day with the family and getting to meet Art and Marco. They made this a lot of fun.
My favorite part of today's experience was rolling the gnocchi.
Because I really wanted to make pasta for the first time.
Just actually watching the boys work together in the kitchen without fighting was really a lot of fun for me. Hopefully now maybe they'll get a little bug that they'll want to explore the kitchen a little bit more and get more involved in all the cooking for all the parties and things that we do.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all. And by Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products.
Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel, where value meets excitement. With 4,000 of the newest slots and biggest jackpots, 100 action-packed table games, award-winning restaurants, live entertainment, superior guest service, and a players club that makes every visit even more rewarding. Your winning destination, Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Excitement worth sharing.
Come in for a great time at Alton's. Our extensive menu will surely satisfy everyone. Start your day off with farm fresh eggs, a hearty omelet, or a delicious Belgian waffle. Our famous chicken souvlaki is made fresh to order, as well as all of our mouth-watering burgers, sandwiches, and melts. Try our tempting portobello strip steak topped with balsamic mushrooms, caramelized onions, and melted Asiago cheese. Or our shrimp fettuccine with a rich lobster cream sauce. No matter what you choose, you can never go wrong. Alton's, all good.
We are almost out of time, but before we go, we'd like to thank our corporate partners.
The Vinyl Outlet, Key Video Productions, the Seneca Niagara Casino,
And of course, Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Buffalo Hotel Supply, and our beautiful Artisan Kitchens and Baths where we have our studio kitchen.
Well, Jen, we're almost out of time, but again, as we keep preaching, support our local restaurants out there. They're the finest restaurants in Western New York.
What could be better than a nice dinner out? From the Key Video production staff, our celebrity chefs, and everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, thanks for watching. I'm Jan Farrington.
And I'm Russ Salvatore. Time to stick a fork in it, Jan, because we are done.
See you next week, everyone.
The romance of Tuscany, the flavor of DiPaolo's, everything you love about DiPaolo's, the food, the friendship, the family. Whether in our elegant dining room or outside in the courtyard, the atmosphere is authentic. For a simple dinner out or the affair of a lifetime, find Tuscany in your own backyard. Ilio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Banquets, and Ringside Lounge in Blaisdell, a family restaurant with a gourmet touch.
If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring fashion shows throughout the day and thousands of dollars in prizes for brides and grooms. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, January 26th at Seneca Niagara Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today at buffalobridalexpo.com or call 566-1116. That's 566-1116.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to work for you. For your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.